ahead and introduce Fred Stacy, today's presenter, CEO of Canada Buy. Over the past decade, Chief Operating Officer Fred Stacy has held numerous senior operating positions in software and technology, both in the U.S. and internationally. Fred also has a significant background in building and managing training groups and was responsible for the creation and build-out of corporate university training programs. He is also a published author and actively participates in multiple entrepreneurial companies. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Fred, and we're going to get this started.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley, and thank you all for attending. I have to first apologize. Normally when we do these, if you've attended one of our webinars, we usually have cameras viewing, but for some reason today the technology is not working, so unfortunately you don't get to see my face. I got dressed up for nothing, I guess. I want to start out, Ashley, if you could go to the next slide. I want to start out and talk a little bit about who we are. In case you are unfamiliar with us, which I'm assuming you probably know who we are, but I want to talk about our background. So we got started my partner and I got started in the cannabis industry in 2012. We were running a company that helps technology firms sell and market their products, and we were working with a very well-known company that handles the seed-to-sale tracking inside dispensaries, and did very well with that. And as we were growing them in the industry, we quickly recognized that there's a great opportunity in this marketplace, and we felt like we absolutely had to be in it. So we launched Canada Buy in 2013. During that time of the launch, shortly after, we started to consider some funding. Early on, and we recognized that organic growth as the market grows was the right approach. So we've created different things to help the site grow, help the marketplace. And we've struggled through, just as most of the dispensaries and now recreational shops have, from a financial burdens. We've dealt with the restrictions, in the marketplace with being able to get, clear banking, credit card processing. We even worked with some banks and tried to bring in credit card processing to the industry, and it was difficult. So we've kind of fought and grown with the industry as we've moved ahead. So if you could go to the next slide, Ashley. So just probably about 3 weeks ago, we launched our 2 Steps to a Perfect Fit consignment program. What the goal of this program is we felt that there are a lot of products out there. We're being bombarded in this marketplace with barrage of products from China here in the States, fresh startups, and a lot of the stores, dispensaries, head shops, they don't really know these products, haven't tested them, and what we wanted to do is create a program that allowed manufacturers or allowed store owners to buy, get products into their stores and put them on their shelves without any risk. Really what it comes down to make this as simple as possible is we went to the manufacturers and we negotiated the ability for us to send, for the cost of shipping, send products to your stores, put them on your shelves. You've got 30 days to sell them. If they don't sell, you then ship them back. And it's not like we're hiding any fees or or anything. The shipping costs are extremely low. The 2 manufacturers, one's for $20 to be shipped to you for the package, the other one's for $25. So it's not like we're hiding anything in any place in the shipping. So we wanted to make this as easy as possible to let people put these products on their shelves. So if you could go to the next slide, Ashley. So when we were looking at and evaluating who to launch this company or this offering with, we found 2 companies, Vaporware and Njoint. Vaporware is based out of Colorado. If you haven't ran across their clothing line yet, or you haven't considered it, you definitely should. Vaporware makes a very high-end, high-quality hoodie with the actual vapor tube through the drawstring. Yeah, these things are. This is 2 samples. There are 4 items or four of the hoodies that come in the initial consignment package. These are 2 of them that you're seeing on your screen. Yeah, the women's Colorado Kiss and the black logo hoodie. Yeah, there's also more that I'm going to show you in a bit, but the reason we picked these products is because with the manufacturers, we wanted to provide some products that we knew for sure sold and there was a demand for. So these are 2 of the items. If you could flip to the next slide. These are the 2 men's items, the Colorado gray Rasta hoodie and the white logo hoodie. Now the MSRPs that you're seeing on these slide decks, because this is an open webinar, we wanted to keep the we wanted to show the MSRP, but we can't really show the wholesale rates. You know, part of our negotiation with these manufacturers was also to guarantee with our contacts in the industry the amount of time we've been able to gather a tremendous amount of stores and dispensaries, you know, throughout the country. So, you know, we were able to leverage those relationships in order to get, you know, great wholesale rates on top of finding great products to put inside the stores, you know, without having to pay up front. So we are going to show the MSRPs on here, but if, you know, after the webinar you want to take a look at the wholesale rates and consider the programs, we'll definitely be happy to share all the breakdowns. And what I will tell you openly is that you will find that the margins on these products for the store owners are going to be pretty spectacular. So if you could flip to the next slide, Ashley. So the thing that makes Vaporware unique is the Dilo Systems. These things are extremely, just like the actual hoodies and the clothing that they manufacture, these are very high-end, very well made. They're actually separate systems and they can be sold separately if you chose in your storefront. However, more often than not, when someone buys a Vaporware product, they're buying the hoodie and the DLO system as a combined package. So there's 2 different types of DLO systems at this time. There's a single vape only for the juice, and then there's the 3-in-1 kit, which is the DLO 3. These are great for dry, wax, or the juice. You know, and they both come with battery packs and chargers, and you know, of course, the tubes themselves. And as you can imagine, in order to work as a you know, as the functional drawstring as they're designed, along with being a you know, a vape product, it clearly needs to be very well made. And you'll find that these things are yeah, they look as good and feel as good and work as good as you would expect from a high-end product. And the price is extremely reasonable. We've actually on Canada Buy, we have sold these as separate items on top of selling it in the combo pack. So do know that as a storefront, you can separate them out if you choose, or you can include them in a package and sell them as we do on the store as a combined, you know, hoodie and vaporizer. So if you could flip to the next slide, Ashley. So the combo packs, you know, this shows you the MSRP for the combo packs. You know, if you buy a hoodie with a DLO3, they retail for $155, or the DLO1 is $125. And these numbers are very, very attainable. And you know, just like you know, one store owner, you know, prior to signing up asked me, you know, couldn't believe that his marketplace would pay that much, and he ended up selling out because the reality of these things are they're unique, they look and feel great, and they're designed well, and people will easily drop that kind of money on a pair of shoes, and you can't really vape out of a pair of shoes. I don't think anybody's figured out how to put a vaporizer in a shoe yet. So yeah, these things sell extremely well, and they're unique, and they're very well designed, and I think it gives a nice add-on piece, you know, in a store. So next slide. Now I want to talk about Njoint. Some of you may or may not have heard of them. They've been around a long time internationally. However, they are just coming into the U.S. If you could pop to the next slide, Ashley, we've got three different options with Njoint. Now, Njoint, what they specialize in, they're not just another vaporizer or another juice manufacturer. What they specialize in is they create they use terpenes in their mix to do either a kind of a ready-to-vape juice that has specific feelings like focus, relax. And if you're not familiar with terpenes, terpenes are a natural, they're a natural thing that occurs in plants and can enhance, can be used to either enhance cannabis or as itself, as a standalone, to be a mood changer. So what they've done an exceptional job in packaging, and they've created these different, we've created these different options for a storefront to pick up. Things like the display box with cannabis flavored disposables. So they're single blister packs with the disposable vaporizer in them. And then, of course, you've got the different flavors of, the ready-to-vapes or the juices. If you could flip to the next slide, you'll see this is an image of some of the mood changers in the blister packs, the single packs. What you're seeing on under the pricing, the MSRP for individuals and for the whole box of items. You'll find that, again, just like Vaporware, we negotiated very hard with the manufacturers to create tremendous upside for the storefronts. And we feel like this is a unique, well-packaged, well-designed product, and we absolutely know these things sell. One of the larger distributors that recently signed up, he put his first consignment package within his store and sold out the entire package within 2 hours. Now, it was peak time, so I want to be completely fair. It was peak time for foot traffic for him, and he has a lot of foot traffic in that store. So, but by putting these out in the way they're packaged and designed, the way they look, they do sell extremely well. This is a little bit broader of a grouping. This is probably the most extensive package that we have that really gives you a sample of each of the different product lines, so you can figure out what your audience wants, what they like, and what they'll buy the fastest, so you can choose what to order on the next, on your next wholesale order. If you could go to the next one. Now, this package is more geared around, Njoint has a 3-in-1 vaporizer. This one is heavy on the 3-in-1s. A lot of people, are moving those, as we all know. That's seems to be a trend in the market. Vaporizing is extremely popular. So you can do the dry, the wax, or the oils with these. Great designs, great looks, and then of course you get some of the, some of the mood changers, the ready-to-vapes, and the actual enhancers, the cannabis enhancers, the cannabis boost. So these three options have different retail pricing, of course. They from 1 to 3 they go up in overall pricing, but the value of this program, again, and the simplicity of it, is that you sign up, you pay for shipping, we ship the products to you, you put them out on your shelf, you sell the products, you pay the wholesale rate after you're done. If you don't sell the products, if for some reason your market does not find value, or maybe you feel like it doesn't fit for the products that you're currently using or that you're currently selling, you can simply pay to ship it back to us, and there's no additional cost. There's no hidden fees. So it is truly an opportunity for you to try a product, put them on your shelves, and really give it, see if those products can increase your revenue without taking any risk in paying for the inventory initially. And then afterwards, once you've ran through the consignment program, we're confident that these products will sell. That's the reason why we started out with these two products. They're unique, they're well done, and we know that they sell in the storefronts. So, if once you're done with that, you're going to be able to purchase these products on a wholesale rate that is extremely cost-effective for you and profitable. And again, that's the reason why we chose these manufacturers. They really worked with us to make sure we get a great price and we can offer these consignment packages to you. Next slide, Ashley. So this is not just the only two products we're going to be carrying, though. We're going to be bringing some new products in the future. We're currently evaluating multiple manufacturers. When we launched 3 weeks ago with the announcements, we got a lot of response from manufacturers and stores alike. So we're bringing new products in. We're evaluating those as you speak, and we'll be releasing those to the marketplace as they come. So the one thing I want to say is, for those who are on here, if you have a product or you know of a product that you'd like to see in the consignment program, please contact us. Let us know, shoot me an email or shoot the company an email or give us a call, and we'll definitely be happy to evaluate any products. Next slide. So one of the things I wanted to ask from all of you, as dispensary owners or storefront owners, what products do you want to see in the future? I always like to understand where the market's heading, and I feel like our customer base and the people in the industry are the ones who can help us drive that. So we'll be following up after this, but if you could think a little bit about what products do you want to see in your store. Also, I'd like to know how you find your products. How do you get new products in your store? Where do you go to? And are you expanding your product offering constantly to drive new business? I mean, other than obviously most of the dispensaries and in the legal states, you're focused on the cannabis-related products. But I have to believe that most of my clients do bring in ancillary products. So what are the additional things that you can do as add-ons to the plans to be able to expand your revenue? So if you could think about these 3 questions as we contact you in the future, we'll definitely look for those answers, and we'd love to hear some feedback from you. Next slide. So a little bit about our future. As you know, Kinada was built, as I said earlier, in 2013, and we built it with the idea of being an e-commerce platform that eventually will grow into a more of a playground, so to say, with the cannabis market. So the wholesale and distribution is a piece that we feel we can definitely help the retail stores and dispensaries, find the products that they want for a reasonable price. We also are working on a couple other things in the background. We're doing a build out on an app right now. I can't really talk much about the functionality of it, but the future of mobile is obvious to all of us. So we feel it's a critical piece as Kinada expands. The increased site usability and performance. As an e-commerce site, you always have to continually expand not just your product listings, but also the performance of the site itself, and additional ways to keep consumers engaged. And we're always looking to the market again to tell us, where it's heading. What are the things that people are looking for, not just from the consumer side, but because of our interactions with the wholesale, we also be interested in understanding how we can help stores. We're always open to feedback, and hopefully, you as a marketplace, can share any of the insights that you have as we move forward, and help guide where the products need to go in the future. And next slide. All right. So, I try to keep these, I know we scheduled for a full hour. I try to keep these as short as possible to leave opportunities for questions. I know you're all busy, so let's just hop in and answer the questions. Ashley, if you want to share those, we'll do our best to answer them right away.
Okay. The first question that came in said, how long can I keep the products without paying for them?
That the consignment is a 30-day program. So you put it on your shelf. You've got 30 days to sell the product. If you don't sell it, you can contact us. If you want to keep it on your shelf and pay for the products at the wholesale rate, you can absolutely do so. If you don't want the products, you just notify us within the 30 days and ship it back to us.
Awesome. The second one that came in is, do you charge a restocking fee if I return the unsold ones? on some product.
No, yeah, absolutely not. We don't charge any other fees. As I said, that's really we designed this to be as simple as possible for you store owners and dispensary owners to add these products onto your shelves and give it a try.
Awesome. Can I work directly with the manufacturer?
Of course, you can always contact the manufacturers, but we negotiated the deal with these manufacturers directly to get these wholesale rates and to get the consignment programs, and they are exclusive for the consignment for us.
Okay. And then one last one that came in. What is the Njoint disposable vaporizer?
What is the disposable vaporizers? They're those blister packs that come in either, the multiple different mood changers, that you get up to about 300 puffs, but it's a kind of like an e-cigarette, except much better packaged in my opinion. They look great.
Awesome. Well, those are all the questions that came in. So I just want to thank you for your presentation today.
Yeah.
And I just want to remind everyone of any future webinars that we'll always, invite you to, and that we appreciate your attendance. Always remember to reach out to us if you have any additional questions. And like Fred mentioned, we'll be following up with all of you in the near future. So thanks so much for, attending this presentation, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you all.